bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together, it's so beautiful, you and me. We're meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go.
Hi, welcome back once again to CBSE Board Economics. I'm Saddam Hussain. I welcome you all. Last video or the last class, we discussed what exactly is sustainable environment. What exactly is sustained development? What are the ways to achieve sustainable development? You remember I told you last time, you should be very careful. You shouldn't play with the environment. You shouldn't play with nature. We should not destroy the nature. We should not cut trees. We should not pollute the atmosphere. We should not put a hole in the ozone layer. So as youngsters, you should know that this planet or this earth on which we are living and enjoying life, we haven't inherited from our ancestors. We borrowed from them to pass it on to the future generation. So it becomes our moral responsibility to protect the environment. It doesn't mean that we should not use it. No, use it, but regenerate it. If you cut one tree, plant 10 trees so that sustainability will be there. You always have trees. Indiscriminately, if you go on cutting the trees, a stage will come. You have no trees. Exactly, that's what is happening. We are playing with nature. It's leading to floods, global warming. The waters in the oceans are going up. They're going to submerge many small mini islands. That's very dangerous. And we have put a hole in the ozone layer. As a result, you're getting UV rays which are very harmful for our skin. So, the moral of the story is you shouldn't play with nature. That is sustainable development. Economic development should take place on this planet, but at the same time, sustainable development of the environment. We should develop, we should plant more trees, we should not pollute. So look at this one, what should we do here? So what are the ways to achieve sustainable development? The first one is restrict use of renewable resources. That is the first one. There are two kinds of resources. One is renewable. Renewable resources should be extracted or sustainable on a sustainable basis. It means rate of extraction should not exceed rate of regeneration. So when you are extracting something from the nature, the rate of extraction should not exceed rate of regeneration. Restrict use of renewable resources. And the second point, substitute non-renewable with renewable resources. Non-renewable resources like fossil fuel, they're not going to last forever. That's why they're called non-renewable. You try to substitute them with renewable resources. As non-renewable resources are depleted, renewable substitutes must be developed so as to maintain the flow of services over time. It means the rate of depletion of non-renewable resources should not exceed the rate of creation of renewable substitutes. So again I repeat, substitute non-renewable resources with renewable resources. As non-renewable resources are depleted, renewable substitutes must be developed so as to maintain the flow of services over time. It means the rate of depletion of non-renewable resources should not exceed the rate of creation of renewable. What it means, if you are creating, what are the renewable resources and non-renewable? Non-renewable, we discussed earlier, are those resources which cannot last forever. They will be depleted over a period of time. These can be fossil fuels like petroleum, then you have crude oil, then you have diesel, then you have gas. What are the renewable resources? This can be wind energy, this can be tidal energy, this can be solar energy, this can be geothermal energy, this can be removed, this can be renewed. What it means, the depletion, when we use the non-renewable resources, that usage should not exceed the rate of creation of renewable substitutes. Suppose, for example, if we are using 50% of the non-renewable resources, that means we should be creating more than 50% of non-renewable resources, not the other way around. And the third point you have, become input efficient. What it means, technological progress should be made to become input efficient and not input consuming. We should develop new technology with which we can produce more output with a limited number of inputs. It means effort should be made to produce more per unit of input. It will reduce the exploitation of resources. So with the help of new technology, we should produce more with the given resources. That is becoming input efficient. And control pollution. We already know we pollute the atmosphere, air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution. Emissions should be limited to the absorption capacity of the environment. Of course, environment, we discussed earlier, has some capacity to absorb all kinds of pollutions, maybe water pollution, maybe you have air pollution, maybe noise pollution, but if you go beyond the absorption capacity of the environment, that's quite dangerous. The future generations will suffer. And control growth of population. The growth of human population shall be controlled to a level which is within the carrying capacity of the environment. So what is carrying capacity? The environment has some capacity to carry, that means assimilate whatever the waste human beings generate. So if you have uncontrolled population growth, then the environment won't be able to take it. So look at the point once again. These are the different ways to achieve sustainable development. Restrict the use of renewable resources, substitute non-renewable with renewable resources. Third point, become input efficient, control pollution, and control growth of population. If we do all these 5 points, so we will have sustainable development of the environment. So to sum it up, we discussed sustainable development. So I keep on repeating this. We borrowed this planet, not inherited, from our ancestors to pass it on to our future generation so that they'll have the same style of lifestyle we have. If you destroy the environment, if you destroy the planet, if you destroy the earth, if you pollute the atmosphere, the future generations will curse you. So what should we do? Look at this one. Look at the points here. What are the ways to achieve sustainable development? We repeat once again. The first point, restrict use of renewable resources. Renewable, non-renewable. So we should restrict. So renewable resources should be extracted on a sustainable basis. Okay, so it means rate of extraction should not exceed rate of regeneration. And substitute non-renewable with renewable resources. So we already know that non-renewable resources are going to be depleted. They're going to be exhausted over a period of time. So we'll be left with no oil, we'll be left with no crude oil, will be left with no fossil fuels. So we should substitute them with renewable resources like solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy. So that's second important point. So in this also keep in mind, rate of depletion of non-renewable resources should not exceed rate of creation of renewable substitutes. Become input efficient, develop new technology that can use limited resources to produce more. That is the new technology. So develop a technology, so become input. Technological progress should be made to become input efficient and not input consuming. It means effort should be made to produce more per unit of input. It will reduce the capital exploitation of resources and control of pollution. Pollution emissions should be limited to the absorption capacity of the environment. And the last one is control growth of population. The growth of human population should be controlled to a level which is within the carrying capacity of the environment. So that's a very important topic. These 5 points you should keep in mind. This is very important from our survival on this earth as well as from your exam point of view. So what measures should be taken to sustain the environment? So that's very important. So learn it properly. Whatever the notes is on the board, copy it in your notebook and try to learn. Whenever you listen to the videos, listen with the help of you have earphones or buds so that you won't get the outside pollution or noise pollution. You will be able to understand properly. That's all we have time for this video. Till we meet next time, it's goodbye from Saddam Hussein. But don't forget to share, subscribe and like our videos. Till we meet next time, bye bye guys, best of luck.
You and me, we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be